You might think all gasoline is basically the same. It's not. Some stations sell fuel so poor in quality that you can literally destroy your engine from the inside out without even realizing it. Mechanics see the aftermath every single day. Clogged fuel injectors, dying oxygen sensors, weak acceleration, and engines that sound like they're gasping for air at idle. And here's the scary truth. All of it often comes down to cheap gas that's missing critical detergent additives. The worst part? Most drivers have no clue they're filling up with this junk right now. What looks like a bargain can quietly turn into an engine killer. Stick around, because I'm revealing 10 gas stations you should avoid at all costs, and 4 that mechanics actually trust to keep your engine clean for years. 10 gas stations you should never use are 1. British Petroleum, BP, is one of the most recognizable fuel brands on the planet. But here's the catch. It's not on the top-tier certified fuel list. That certification matters more than most people realize. It guarantees your gas contains stronger detergents that stop carbon buildup before it starts. Without those detergents, residue collects on injectors, intake valves, and inside combustion chambers, slowly robbing your engine of performance and fuel economy. Mechanics regularly report that cars fueled mostly with BP gas develop rough idling, hard starts, and reduced power far sooner than cars using top-tier fuels. Sure, BP meets the legal minimum standard, but minimum doesn't mean good enough. Older drivers might still believe BP is premium, but modern lab testing tells a different story. Compared to brands like Shell or Mobil, engines run on BP fuel consistently show more deposits and less efficiency. And if you drive mostly short city trips, the effects build up even faster. 2. Circle K is everywhere, and that's the problem. The convenience is great, but the quality, not so much. Circle K sources its gasoline from multiple regional suppliers, which means you never really know what's in your tank. Some batches contain decent additives, others barely meet the minimum. Mechanics often refer to Circle K as an only an emergency stop. Drivers who fuel there consistently tend to experience sluggish acceleration, poor throttle response, and a drop in MPG within a few months. If you drive a modern direct injection or turbo engine, that inconsistency can lead to clogged injectors and carbon buildup that costs hundreds to fix. 3. Speedway. Speedway attracts millions of drivers with low prices and rewards programs. But according to mechanics, the savings don't outweigh the long-term cost. Speedway fuel isn't top-tier certified, which means it might lack the detergent package needed to keep your engine clean. Over time, drivers notice pinging under acceleration, poor performance, and dirty injectors. Older cars might tolerate it, but newer engines with tight tolerances and advanced sensors don't. Mechanics often put it this way: Speedway gas won't kill your car today, but it'll wear it down one tank at a time. Or Amoco. Once a trusted name in fuel, Amoco's quality changed drastically after merging with BP. Today, its gas is nearly identical, and that's not good news. Many Amoco stations aren't top-tier certified, meaning the gas may not have enough detergents to prevent carbon buildup. Mechanics often link Amoco fuel to clogged injectors and dirty intake valves, especially in vehicles that rely on precise air-fuel ratios. That buildup can trigger the check engine light, cause stalling, or spike emissions. The Amoco brand might bring back nostalgia, but it doesn't meet the standards modern engines need. Freeze. Love's travel stops. Love's is a lifesaver for truckers on long hauls, but that doesn't mean it's good for your daily driver. Their focus is primarily diesel, and their gasoline often lags in quality and additive content. Mechanics consistently advise against making Love's your regular fuel stop, especially if you own a newer car or hybrid. It meets legal requirements but lacks the stronger detergents found in premium fuels. For occasional road trips, one tank won't hurt, but fill up there every week, and your engine may start showing the strain. 6. Murphy USA. Murphy USA, often found near Walmart, is popular for its cheap prices. But those savings come at a cost. Murphy's gas isn't top-tier certified, and many mechanics put it among the lowest-grade fuels you can buy legally. They say Murphy keeps prices low by cutting back on expensive detergent additives. If you drive short distances or own an older vehicle, you might not notice the difference. But in a modern car, Murphy fuel can slowly cause misfires, dirty sensors, and reduced performance. As one mechanic put it, Murphy gas saves you pennies and costs you power. 7. Pilot Flying J. Pilot and Flying J are massive names in highway travel. Great for truckers, not so great for gasoline cars. These brands mainly focus on diesel, and their gas isn't top-tier certified either. Mechanics often report cars fueled regularly at Pilot or Flying J develop sluggish throttle response, dirty combustion chambers, and fouled spark plugs. The gas itself isn't contaminated. It's just optimized for cost, not cleanliness. So while the occasional fill-up on a road trip is fine, avoid using it as your weekly go-to. 8. 7-Eleven may win for convenience, but not for quality. Most 7-Eleven stations are not top-tier certified, and often source fuel from the cheapest available supplier. Mechanics frequently see injector and intake valve buildup in cars that regularly use 7-Eleven gas. It's okay for emergencies, but not for routine fill-ups. After several months, expect lower performance and possible idle issues. 9. Sam's Club. Sam's Club fuel is cheap, often 10–15 cents less per gallon, but cheaper doesn't mean cleaner. Sam's Club gas isn't top-tier certified, and long-term users often end up with dirty fuel systems. Mechanics note that after tens of thousands of miles, engines that run exclusively on Sam's fuel show more deposits and poorer fuel economy than those using Shell, Mobil, or Costco. If you lease or plan to sell soon, it might not matter. But if you intend to keep your car for the long haul, the hidden cost will catch up. 10. Independent, unbranded stations. Those nameless, no-brand stations with the lowest prices on the block? They're the biggest gamble of all. Mechanics call them mystery fuel stops. Many buy leftover or off-spec batches of gas and skip detergent additives entirely. Some even have poorly maintained tanks, which means water or rust can end up in your fuel. The result? Clogged filters, stalling, and expensive injector cleanings. They might be okay for a lawnmower or a farm truck, but for your daily driver, every fill-up is a risk. Gas stations mechanics actually recommend 1. Shell remains one of the gold standards in fuel quality. It's top-tier certified, meaning it contains stronger detergents that actively clean your engine every time you drive. Mechanics consistently praise Shell, especially its V-Power Nitro Plus blend, for removing carbon deposits left behind by cheaper fuels. Over time, drivers notice smoother idling, better throttle response, and cleaner spark plugs. Even the regular grade Shell fuel meets stricter standards than most competitors. If you want peace of mind at every fill-up, Shell is a top-tier choice, literally. 2. Exxon, Mobil and Mobil, often interchangeable under the same parent company, are famous for consistent high-quality fuel. Both are top-tier certified and use a detergent formula designed to keep modern engines clean and efficient. Mechanics love their Synergy lineup, which is engineered to clean intake valves and injectors with every tank. Drivers often report smoother acceleration and better fuel economy after switching to Exxon or Mobil, especially noticeable in newer cars and turbo engines. It's reliable, tested, and trusted across the industry. 3. Costco might surprise some people, but its Kirkland Signature gasoline ranks right up there with the best. It's top-tier certified and heavily regulated for quality and consistency. Mechanics often say Costco fuel keeps engines just as clean as Shell or Mobil, and at warehouse pricing, it's one of the best deals around. Because of Costco's massive sales volume, their underground tanks are constantly refreshed, meaning you're almost always pumping fresh, clean fuel. If you don't mind the lines, it's premium performance at a discount. 4. Valero might not have flashy advertising, but it delivers the goods. It's top-tier certified, reasonably priced, and offers excellent detergent protection. Mechanics frequently mention Valero as a smart sleeper pick, not as famous as Shell, but equally capable of keeping injectors and combustion chambers clean. Drivers who fuel exclusively at Valero report consistent mileage, smoother operation, and fewer carbon-related issues over time. Final thoughts before you fill up next time. Ask yourself, are you really saving money or slowly hurting your engine? Cheap gas might look like a bargain, but it often costs you more in the long run through maintenance, performance loss, and fuel inefficiency. Mechanics agree. Low detergent fuel is one of the biggest silent killers of modern engines. The damage doesn't show up overnight, but once it starts, it's tough and expensive to reverse. If this helped you, hit that like button, share it with a friend who drives daily, and drop a comment telling me your go-to gas station and why. Subscribe for more real mechanic tips to keep your car running smoother, longer, and because your car deserves better fuel and so do you.